here, Dr. Rafa Calvo from the University of Sydney. Your first time to the Faculty Summit.
Yes, thank you very much, Josephine. Yes, first time here, great pleasure.
And you had the pleasure of actually being able to ask a question for Bill Gates, and you asked him about technology and well-being, which is an interesting topic. Tell me about that.
Well, Bill's foundation is doing a fantastic work in the area of education. So what I wanted to ask him is, how can we go beyond teaching skills for employability? So most of the focus in learning technologies, that's my research area, is in teaching STEM, science, technology, math, engineering, and math. These are skills that are very useful for employability. But how about skills for resilience, skills for emotional intelligence, empathy, mindfulness? Those are skills that are fundamental to well-being, to psychological well-being, happiness.
Happiness, which is an area of research that has been really growing lately, but I'm not sure that most people have thought about it in terms of computers and computer science. How do computers help with happiness?
Well, if you think about it, most of our experience nowadays are linked to digital environments. So we build our social communications through social networks, through emails, through things like Skype, and so on. So these tools should allow us to develop skills of empathy. I can understand what you're telling me, and the audience might understand what I'm telling them through looking at my visual expressions and facial expressions and so on. Technology should help us develop empathic skills, social emotional intelligence.
And does it? Because there are those who say, but the computer pushes, you're at arm's length from the actual person. Instead of having face-to-face contact, the computer removes you. You say no?
Well, I think it's both ways. Sometimes it does help, sometimes it goes against. One of the problems I see is that software engineers like myself have not really worried about well-being scales. So we look at improving user experience, about usability, but it's not in the software engineering process, design process, to consider what is the impact of the technologies we build on well-being. And now psychologists have been building scales for well-being for over 10 years. Economists use it. Daniel Kahneman is the Nobel Prize on economics, have been working on such type of scales for quite a few years.
That's amazing. I didn't know either that they've been working on it for 10 years. Positive computing, they call it. So how would Microsoft, in collaboration with Microsoft Research, help with something like this?
Well, to some level, the type of resources that Microsoft has available can increase the reach of that type of ideas. But I think more importantly is Microsoft, as a software development company, can start considering this type of features, if you want, within the tools they build. I would love to have an application like Office that takes into account writers' engagement, and we are working on this type of research. So when you are writing, the software tool helps you be engaged and removes all the distractions. We have so many distractions when we are writing in the computer.
Wouldn't that be funny if Office tells you, you're doing a good job, stay calm, be happy?
Well, it doesn't have to tell you you're happy. Actually, we are building technologies that recognize when you are engaged in the writing activity, and teachers or people already give you feedback. I'm a lecturer in software engineering. We give students feedback on the writing activities. How about learning to give feedback that engages students?
Interesting concept. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you talking with us, and enjoy the summit.